And welcome back for the second quarter of action on your Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week. Brusly's been on the move for quite some time now. They're facing a second down, 5 yards to go. They're playing the I formation. Hand it off up the middle. And not much happening there as Cedric Miller clogs up the hole in the middle of the field. So this is going to be third down and about 5 yards to go. Maybe third and 4.
And Jason, what a change. They say one play doesn't make a difference, but since that penalty for Anklawd's third touchdown, it has been all Brusly. And they have an opportunity here to tie the score.
On third down, they hand it off. It was a quarterback keeper. Manola's got it. He's down to about the 8-yard line. First down. A good fake. He faked us out too, I believe.
Yeah, number 14 for Brusly, the quarterback, has done a smooth job for him.
So first and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. And everyone in tight, man in motion. They pitch it to the outside. And that's going to be a touchdown for number 26, Jalen Green. So 11:16 on the clock. Panthers have come all the way back and are within an extra point of tying this ball game.
Momentum. It can change faces rapidly.
You're right. So extra point attempt coming from quarterback Blake Manola. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good. So 11:16 to go, second quarter, and we're all tied up at 14. We'll take a break and come back with more Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week after this. And welcome back to the Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week. Darian Cobb, number 7, set to kick it away. He approaches, steps into it, and this one's going to go again all the way through the end zone. Now we talk about their quarterback being the place kicker, but this kickoff specialist is a fullback. So, and it doesn't even look like, it's just kind of a short, maybe 4-step approach, but it's quite effective for the Panthers. Is pretty much every drive, Belle Chasse has started from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you just don't have to do much coaching when you have a leg like that. You just go kick the ball, son.
So the Cardinal offense back onto the field. 4 receivers kind of stacked on top of each other on opposite sides of the field. Hicks takes it, throws a quick screen to Anklawd, who gets away from the first tackle, goes out of bounds on the far side. So first down as he's to the 34-yard line.
Anklawd breaking free again. And I just don't think Brusly can stop him one-on-one. They're just going to have to put somebody else over him and try and double up on him.
First down, 10 to go. Hicks takes the football. He's going to keep it himself. Stays on his feet. He's going to be near a first down. He's going to have it as he's to the 45-yard line. So another first down. And this Cardinal offense is off to the races one more time. Moving quickly here. Hicks calls for the football. They're going to hand it to Anklawd. Patiently looks for an opening, runs through a tackle, and he's got another first down into Panther territory at the 43-yard line.
He was a step away from going all the way. One more time.
So the Cardinals, 3 plays, 3 first downs. Two backs in the backfield with Hicks. Calls for the football. This time he's going to hand it to Silv. Finds an opening. Gains about 5 on the play with some hard running right up the middle of the field.
Cardinals operating in a very balanced attack. Silv, Hicks, Anklawd, Green.
So second down. Man in motion. Hicks is going to keep it himself, finds a big hole, turns it on up the middle of the field, and he's going to go. Andrew Hicks to the end zone for the Cardinals. 10-16 on the clock. And that Panther defense parted like the Red Sea right in the middle of the field. Hicks had an easy go of it to the end zone on that one.
Jason, they did not watch the St. Thomas Aquinas-Curtis game last week, because I can assure you every time the quarterback ran the ball for Curtis, somebody from St. Thomas Aquinas was putting him on his back. This time, the linebacker just passed up the quarterback. Hicks,
I mean, literally ran right in front. It looked like a lead blocker as he went through.
Almost like they had practiced not getting to the quarterback.
Russell gets the kick up, and it's good. So 10-16 to go. Cardinals retake the lead, 21-14. We'll take a break and have more of your Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week after this. Welcome back to the Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week. Austin Russell set to kick it away. He approaches, steps into it. And it's going to be taken by number 1, Alexander. And kind of just hit the wedge and move it as far as you can. It's going to be taken down at about the 32. So the Panther offense comes back onto the field, and they've had a lot of luck tonight methodically moving the ball up and down.
Yeah, Peyton Cooper on that tackle. Nice open field tackle by Peyton.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Everyone in tight, 1 receiver. Again, throw the pitch to the outside. Well diagnosed, but he gets a big gain on the play. Casmy Antoine had the play figured out, but he just couldn't get to the outside fast enough. So it's a gain of about 7.
Yeah, Antoine showed good lateral pursuit. He came off the block that time. You watch how he uses his hands, and he freed himself up and was able to move laterally to make the tackle.
Like the same play, they're just going to try it to the left. This time the Cardinals have it well diagnosed. Looks like
Antoine again, right there to string it out.
Along with Graff and Darius Franklin back there. So 3rd down, 7, and now Brusly comes out and spreads the field.
And this has not been their forte, throwing the football. They've completed 1 pass thus far.
Manola throws it, and it's going to be off the fingertips and incomplete, trying to get it to Quanston Atkins. And so this is going to be a quick 3 and out.
And with 9 minutes left in the second quarter, that's exactly what the Cardinals were looking for. Getting their hands back on the football with good field position with a 7-point lead, 21-14.
Darian Cobb's in to punt it away. Now, if you remember on his previous punt, Belle Chasse was inches away from getting a block. There's the snap, and this one is going to be blocked. It's going to be covered, I believe, by DeCluett at the 33-yard line.
Looked like number 13, Kennedy, on a block.
So Robert Kennedy, he's harassed the fullback enough during their offensive series. Now he's got to get on him as a punter.
What a valuable weapon he is on the defensive side of the football.
And, boy, you look at the rush the Cardinals got on that. It looked like 3 or 4 guys maybe had a chance to block that kick. But
and there he is now on the screen, number 13, Robert Kennedy.
So somebody get that guy a water. There they go. So short field to work with. 4 receivers, 3 to the far side. Hicks takes the football. He's going to fake the handoff, throw it to Enclad, who has 1 block, can run away from the other guy down the sideline, lowers his shoulder. He's inside the 15.
Well, the Panthers refuse to adjust, and the Cardinals keep making them pay. They're getting the ball to Enclad with 1-on-1.
There is a flag down on the far side. It's a sideline warning called against Brusly. So 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun with 2 backs. Check down to the sideline, 3 receivers. There's the snap. Gonna keep it himself. No, it is a handoff. Devin Silv changing field. And looks like he's down to about the 5.
Oh, what vision. I mean, this kid has some quick feet and some quick eyes. He made some tremendous adjustments on that play. It doesn't appear like he gained a 60-yard gain, but I mean, what a tremendous run.
Cardinals line up quickly. Hicks this time is going to hand it off. Breaking tackles. It's Kennedy. They can't get him down. They finally do. There's a flag down behind the play. And it's going to be a hold against the Cardinals. So this is going to back up the Cardinal offense 10 yards.
Well, let's hope this penalty doesn't have the same repercussions that one early in the ball game
Wouldn't think it would. I mean, that was, for all intents and purposes, about an 80-yard penalty. And it looks
top
like
of your screen, Jason, they still have one-on-one. And the Cardinals can exploit that all day long.
And Coach Harrison takes a timeout. I think he might have saw the same thing and wants to call some plays. So 8:16, second quarter, your score, Belle Chasse 21, Brusly 14. We'll take a break and have more of your Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week after this. And welcome back to the Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week. It'll be second down, long yardage to go for the Cardinals.
Second down and 16 for the Cardinals.
Hicks in the shotgun. Calls for the football, fakes the handoff, throws a pass up the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to DeClue the middle of the field. Good coverage. Maybe a little too good a coverage there, but no harm, no foul. And this will bring up third and about 16 yards to go for the Cardinals.
And, you know, Jason, even though we're watching a football game, you always have to think about your finances. And if you watch number 67, Carson McClellan, you're going to see your stock go up. This kid does a great job blocking, protecting his quarterback.
Flags are going to fly, and I believe this is going to go against Brusly. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty against the Panthers.
So this makes it a little more manageable for the Cardinals. Ball's going to be spotted at the 15-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side.
Got man on man again at the top of the screen. Where is Claude?
There's absolutely no help behind that initial line. Hicks drops back, throws the pass wide open in the end zone and caught for the touchdown. And you couldn't have drawn it up any better than that. And that's Darren Anderson, a freshman, on the reception. So for the first time this year.
It's like Romeo and Juliet, pick your poison. And Hicks is going to find the person that's open. And what a great job he did seeing that open man.
Like we said, there was nothing behind the defensive backs up on the line of scrimmage, and Hicks picked the right one.
Yeah, it was an option route. Anclod came back on the screen, and the guys didn't react. And Anderson ran right past him, made a great catch for the touchdown. And, of course, the extra point is almost automatic with Russell.
Boy, Austin, what a change we've seen for the special teams game from years past with Belle Chasse. Extra points, they used to kind of be an adventure, and not anymore. Austin Russell, a quality kicker. When you look at, I mean, if you're watching the ball as it's going through the uprights, I'd almost want to see him attempt maybe a 30, 35, 37, 8-yard field goal, because it looks like he's definitely got the leg to do it. You don't want to be in a situation where it comes down to a field goal, but it'd be nice to see if maybe you get an opportunity somewhere throughout this game to see him attempt one.
Yeah, he's been so consistent all year. I can't recall him missing an extra point attempt. And he does a great job on the kickoffs.
So the officials bringing the ball out to him here. Again, 8:06 on the clock. Belle Chasse has extended the lead to 28-14.
Back to return the kick for the Panthers. Number 1, Alexander.
Well, with 8:06 in the second quarter, the Cardinals, if they can get a 3 and out here, have a chance to blow this thing open before half.
Russell steps into it. It's going to be taken by Alexander all the way back at the 5. He's got a bit of an opening, steps through some tackles. Only Russell to beat. And look at Austin Russell. Stops him right at midfield. And don't say he's just a kicker, because what a great play. And he's fired up.
He was kicking not only with his leg, but he's just plain kicking.
You can hear the crowd letting him have it. Boy, Austin Russell.
And I'm not going to tell you what he was kicking on that play.
So really, decent field position. Actually, technically stopped them on their side of the field. They're just on their side of the 50-yard line here. And that could really be a difference maker of a play here.
Saved the touchdown without a doubt.
Handed off out of the wing tee, and that's number 31, Sam Williams, into Cardinal territory at the 45-yard line, so a gain of 5 on the play. Second down, 5 yards to go. There's the snap. Give it off. They handed it a couple times, staying on his feet. And out of bounds at the 42-yard line is Sam Williams. Credit to Cluett with the tackle.
And you just saw one of the basic plays in a Delaware wing tee. Double reverse inside handoff.
So third down, a long one. Give it to the fullback up the middle, and he's going to have the first down. That's Darian Cobbs. And by about the length of the football, it's a first down for the Panthers.
Well, the Cardinals can really help themselves out if they can keep them off the scoreboard here at halftime. They're going with that 14 zip cushion, or possibly even get a 3-touchdown lead.
7:05.
Get the ball back.
Hand it going the other way is Green, and he's going to have a few yards here before he's taken down. So 2nd and 4 for the Panthers.
Well, Brusly just doesn't seem to want to go away. They keep coming back. This is going to be the second time they're down by 2 touchdowns, and they're trying to claw their way back in.
So now they go into a shotgun formation, but they're going to hand it off. Finding a hole is Alexander. He's down to about the 25-yard line, first down. We're going to have an official's timeout here with 6:19 on the clock. And a quick reminder, you can see all of your Plaquemines Prep games of the week Tuesday and Thursday nights at 8 o'clock right here on WGM Television, Channel 10 in Plaquemines Parish. And if you don't have access to our game of the week all the time, no problem. You can go to our new website, cma10.net, and you can check out the games that are available starting on Sunday following each game of the week. Check out all the action. And, again, don't forget our new Prep Rewind show. I say new, we're in our 3rd year now, over at Salvo Seafood. And I was telling Coach previous to the game, if you've been watching, you know that he's told us so much about it. We had to order the clams this week, and they were as advertised. Let me tell you, they brought those out with a tray of raw oysters that they've done now 2 shows in a row. So can't go wrong with either one of those. And Cody got some fried pickle appetizer. So it was a good night. We talked some football. And we're doing a thing on the show. If you've been watching, you know this. We're voting for your best players in the history of Plaquemines Parish at each position. And we talked quarterbacks and running backs this week. And as we go throughout the year, we'll get to some defensive players, some linemen, things like that. So if you think of somebody, because Cody and I are only so old, if you want to get back into history, you're going to have to maybe email us or tweet us or stop us on the street and tell us. And we'll get back to the action on first down. This time Alexander's taken down, and that was Eric Funes.
Yeah, I'm sure that you'll have quite a bit of controversy because there's been so many outstanding players down through the years in Plaquemines Parish.
And really what was amazing, when you look at this list throughout history, and Cody and I talked about it, that it seems to go for so long, but two of the names on that list are just from a few years ago. When you talk quarterbacks with Ridge Turner and Blake Mathern, probably two of the best to ever play in the parish, and they played at the same time. Deep pass, it's tipped and incomplete. So now Brusly, getting back to the action here, has kind of worked themselves into a hole. 5:34, clock stopped, and it's a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, I really couldn't understand. They were driving the ball with a tight formations, went down the field, and all of a sudden they called timeout and come out in a sort of a spread. And now they just getting away from what they've done well.
In 4-down territory at the 28-yard line. Manola is going to keep it himself. He's got an opening up the middle, and he's actually going to have the first down. Going to be 1st and goal as he's down to about the 7-yard line.
And that's what they do well, Jason. They run the football. They're not a passing team.
And really a good idea there with the field spread out like that. Manola, good vision to see the opening. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Panthers. And now you bring everyone in tight. I formation. One receiver wide to each side. And looks like Brusly took a timeout before they ran the play. So we'll take a break as well. 5:18 on the clock. Your score, Belle Chasse 28, Brusly 14. You're watching the Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week. And welcome back to the Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week. 1st and goal for the Panthers out of the timeout. I formation, one receiver, everyone else in tight. Manola takes it. They're going to throw a pass, and this is going to be caught for the touchdown as he threw it to Quanston Atkins.
Well, maybe they do have a short passing game. Slant pass, 3-step drop.
Well, they lull you to sleep with all that run up the middle, run up the middle. You know you're going to have single coverage on the outside guy, and Atkins is a big physical receiver, so the play kind of made sense. Extra point attempt coming here from Manola. Snap, kick is up, and this is good. Had a strange curve to it there, but it got through. So 5:14 to go, and Brusly has pulled to within 7 at 28-21.
Yeah, a little bit of a slide on that extra point.
Not sure if maybe a fingertip caught it or something like that, but one way or the other, like we said, it made it through. And, Cardinals here, again, it's only a 7-point game. We're going to, if it stays close throughout the night, we're going to come back to that strange penalty in the first quarter, because you talk about, really seemingly was going to a blowout early. And then, we talked about the crazy change in momentum that brought about. It turned into a punt, which became a touchdown, and it's been a back-and-forth game ever since.
As you can decipher by the score, 28-21, 5:14 left in the second quarter. I mean, in the old days, this is a score at the end of a game. We're not even at half yet. So the defenses are having a rough time with each team's offense, and it looks like the winner's going to be whoever can slow the other team down just a little.
We've at least seen the Cardinals get a 3-and-out on defense. Brusly's really only stopped the Cardinals on one occasion. The penalty stopped them on the second occasion. This kick is probably going to be returned. So right up the middle we go. And at about the 25, looks like he kind of gave ground, but they're going to mark him at about the 26-yard line. That's Darren Anderson, the freshman who scored the last touchdown on the return. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line. 5:05. That's plenty enough time for the Cardinals to score in this game. Really, 5:05. That's enough time for each team to score maybe twice, the way this game's played out so far. Hicks in the shotgun with 4 receivers, 1 back. They're going to pitch it over to Silv, and he tries to get to the outside. Can't get away from the first tackle. He's going to drag him as much as he can, but he's going to lose yardage. And again, Silv probably should have cut to the inside of his block, but he tried to go around it to the outside and kind of ran right into the tackle. It's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, the blocker was blocking outside and actually pushed the defender into the tackle.
So 2nd and 13. Hicks keeps it himself. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And he's going to be taken down there. And we were given a correction there. 22 is actually Trey Green, so they've changed some numbers around. And so give Trey Green the credit on the touchdown, the return, and whatnot.
Yeah, the old jersey switcheroo so that they can't key on the particular players from game film.
So a big 3rd down here for the Cardinals as it's 3rd and 9. Got 5 receivers in the formation. Hicks all alone in the shotgun. Now sends a man in motion. It's Green. Gonna fake the handoff. Keeps it himself. Stays on his feet. And look at Andrew Hicks go down the sideline. 50, 40. 1 man to beat at the 30. And he's gonna be pushed out of bounds inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. So there's your conversion, and it flips the field. All the momentum back to the Cardinals here. 3.5 to go before halftime.
And once again, I mean, these Cardinal backs just continue to break tackles. Even the quarterback, Hicks, breaking tackles on runs.
Really looked like he was bottled up right there, short of the 1st down. But a great play. Hicks with 3 backs in the backfield. Gonna hand it off. Flag goes down behind the play. And I believe this is kind of a motion penalty against the Cardinals, and it is illegal shifting, as it looked like the running back to the far side of the formation got maybe a foot of a head start there.
Yeah, just a slight lean, but the eagle eye official spotted it.
Well, especially you put some of these guys that are playing in the offensive backfield right now. You got Kennedy back there, guys that aren't used to being back there, so they get their opportunity, and they can't wait to get the start there.
Yeah, and you really can't blame him on being anxious to run behind this great Cardinal offensive line. I mean, what a great job they've done.
1st down, 15 yards to go. Hicks going to hand it off. And this time it's Enclod. Look at the stiff arm, stays on his feet, and he's going to get into the end zone. So Terran Enclod, again, you can see the trail he blazed along the near sideline into the end zone.
What a half. 3 touchdowns and 1 call back.
So
and still 3:07 left in the half.
3:07 2nd quarter. It's now 34-21. Austin Russell coming in to attempt another extra point. Waiting on the snap. There it is. Kick is up. And he's got it through. So 3:07 to go. 2nd quarter. Your score, Belle Chasse 35. Brusly 21. We'll step away and have more of your Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week after this. And welcome back to the Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week. Austin Russell has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Approaches, steps into it. It's going to be taken by Alexander at about the 15. Gets to the middle of the field. Runs through some tackles, and he's out to about the 33 before he's taken down.
Well, here we are, back to another 14-point lead. 3 minutes and 1 second left before half. So Brusly is going to have to move the offense along here if they want to try and get this back to a single touchdown lead.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Manola keeps it himself. Good play by Manola, but he's going to get about maybe 4 yards. As whether that was designed or not, a really good decision by Manola to keep it himself.
Yeah, Manola almost broke that one. The clock's running with 2:39. And Brusly, I think, only has, I don't know how many timeouts they have left. One, maybe.
Handed off to Alexander, goes to the right side, has the first down at about the 48-yard line.
And keep in mind, that's the one big difference. You know, in high school, that clock stops every time you make a first down. So it's almost like a partial timeout.
Clock running again, 2:20 showing. Taron Ancla doing double duty now as he's playing in a defensive backs position to the far side of the field. On first down, Alexander's going to be taken down, and Robert Kennedy one more time wreaking havoc in the defensive backfield.
And Jason, you hate to look to the future too soon, but Kennedy being a senior and Anclaw being a senior, I mean, that's going to be 2 tough spots to fill. Those guys have been all over the field.
2nd and long, under some pressure. It's going to be completed by Atkins, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the Cardinal 49-yard line. So this is going to bring up 3rd down, about 6 yards to go.
Clock stopped at 1:43.
Manola in the shotgun. They're going to hand it off, and this time it's going to be taken down in the backfield. Looked like Kennedy one more time.
The Cardinals are starting to dial up those blitzes, try to hit those seams inside, disrupt that offensive series.
So 4th down. And maybe Brusly's just going to go ahead and go for it here. Cardinal fans getting a little more spirited on the near sideline. Manola drops back, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Clock's going to stop. 1:05 to go.
And that's plenty time for the Cardinals to score. With 1:05 in the position they're in.
Peyton Cooper and Robert Kennedy both back there. So, 1:05.
So Coach Harrison has his offense ready to go. And let's see, I'm sure they'll be in a 2-minute mode with 1:05 left.
5 wide receivers. Hicks all alone in the backfield. Calls for the football, looks around, throws the pass, and it's caught. Great catch, and it's going to be a first down. Trey Green, number 22, on the reception. Clock stopped, just 6 seconds, tick off 59 seconds. Clock will run once the chains are set. Clock running, Hicks calls for the football. Going to fake a handoff, throws it to Anclaw, has a block to the outside. He's going to stay on his feet, down the sideline. Can Anclaw get to the end zone again? He can! Touchdown! Just like that, 20 seconds. That's all it took for Taron Anclaw to go for the grand slam. 4 touchdowns and a half.
With 1 call back.
With 1 called back, he could have had 5. So, 41-21.
41 points before the half is over.
So extra point attempt coming for Austin Russell. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. So 45 seconds to go till halftime, and you think maybe Brusly second guessing that decision to go for the fourth down now, as it really burned them there. And Belle Chasse kind of comfortably in front now, 42-21, and momentum. We thought they kind of lost a good majority of the momentum. They haven't really gotten it back in a chunk because they've kind of been trading touchdowns, but just little by little, a stop here, a stop there, and they've managed to turn those stops into points and really kind of open the margin here against this Panther team.
Yeah, the Brusly Panthers will definitely be second guessing themselves on the way back to the Baton Rouge area after going for it with 4 or 5 yards to go on a fourth down situation.
So Austin Russell sets it up at the 40-yard line.
Now, I have to say, Jason, probably what the Brusly coaching staff was thinking, they had the punt blocked previously, and they were afraid maybe they'd get another one blocked. But nonetheless, sometimes you just have to try and punt the ball away.
Alexander from the 8-yard line goes up the middle, and he's going to be taken down right about the 22-yard line. And Zach DeCluet kind of lays the lumber on the return. So 40 seconds left. Brusly doesn't seem to have the quick strike capability to really do anything here.
And now they've really put themselves in a hole being 3 touchdowns. They were able to clock manage a possession type game when they were 2 touchdowns down. But now with 3 touchdowns and 40 seconds left in the half.
4 receivers, 1 back. Manola drops back, scrambles away. Now he throws. He's got a receiver on the near side, and he gets out of bounds. And that's going to be at the 36-yard line as it's Tyree Johnson. 33 seconds on the clock. And it is a first down for the Panthers. 4 receivers, 1 back. Manola in the shotgun, calls for the football, drops back. Looking around, nowhere to go. Gets away from the pressure, but now he's taken down. And that's Cedric Miller on the sack.
Those Belle Chasse linebackers are dialing up pressure, and it's starting to pay off as Minolta is really having a problem looking downfield, having enough time to get off the pass.
So 23 seconds on the clock, going to be a a second and long. And it looks like Brusly is going to stop the clock here, talk about things. Not sure what they've seen in those last 2 plays. It really
it's really befuddling to stop the clock in this situation. I wouldn't want to give Belle Chasse an opportunity to just have 1 play left before half the way they've been able to score. And the chances are Brusly can't score from here. So, you got to play the percentages in this case, and
he may just be preaching ball control at this point. You don't want to get some kind of strange interception, especially.
The problem is Belle Chasse has some timeouts left.
So 23 seconds on the clock. Second down. Manola's going to be under pressure, and Mr. Kennedy, one more time. We're calling Kennedy more than the 1960 presidential election over here. And I believe at this point they're going to go ahead and let the half run out. And they will. So we have reached halftime here at Belle Chasse. And your score, Cardinals 42, Panthers 21. We'll take a break and bring you second half action of your Plaquemines Prep Game of the Week after this.